All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this week's Tribe Tuesday call. We are so excited to have our special guest, Jill Renfro, on tonight. So I don't want to take up any more of her time. So I'm really excited to introduce her and for you guys to be poured into from her. Jill is a Sapphire ambassador with Plexus, and she currently has one of the top 10 fastest growing teams in Plexus worldwide. She is incredible. If you've ever seen any of her videos, I'm sure that you can relate to her so much because I know that I can, so I can't wait for you guys to hear from her. But I just want to say before I turn it over to her, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm sure Jill will see them, or we can ask her at the end if we have any time. So any questions, drop them in the chat. And so Jill, I'm going to turn it over to you. Feel free to take it away.
All right. Yeah, please, by all means, drop them in the chat. I am like the squirrel on squirrel brain. Like it's bad. So like sometimes when I see it, I'll get off on a whole nother tangent, but that's just the way God made me and I run with it. I have found out you should focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. So I don't focus on that stuff. So we just ran with it. So I am Jill. I'm a Sapphire ambassador and I live in Texas. If you ever keep up with college football, you might have heard of Texas A&M, Aggies, Big 12, was Johnny Football, that whole thing. I live right outside of College Station. The town I live in is only about 254 people. So we're very, very small. I am married to the most redneck, beyond redneck man you could ever meet in your entire life. If you've ever seen the cartoon King of the Hill, he is Boomhauer, like literally Boomhauer, that redneck man. So if you can't hunt it, shoot it, skin it, kill it, like that's happening in my backyard literally every day. So yeah, yay. But guys, I am only 28 years old, so I'm a youngin'. I know that. I don't have any kids at all. And this year is my first year to be a full-time Plexus ambassador. So I'm very excited in that. In June this past year, I was able to retire myself as a third grade teacher. And that past January, so it's been like a year and a few months, my husband was able to retire from the oil field. He traveled in the state of Texas. And if you know anybody who is in the oil field, pray for them and their wives and their families because it's a difficult journey. Very difficult. So just a little bit of a backstory on me. I joined Plexus 2.5 years ago. Like, I cannot believe my 3 years will be in June. I cannot believe it. I literally feel like some days I feel like I'm like quadruple diamond by now because of I'm working so hard. And then the other days I'm like, I feel like I'm still silver. Like, why do people still are coming to me? Like, I'm not qualified to do this. Like, I mean, seriously, that's the way that I feel. It's weird how it works out. But I joined Plexus, literally, this is it, to get skinny. Somebody said to me, it was actually my sister, she said, hey, I found the road to skinny. And I said, sign me up. I didn't care about anything else. That's where I was at in my life because I had gained 30 pounds after our wedding. So there's something called happy fat, I guess, that you gain after you get married. And I got all the happy. I have an amazing man. People think I am like pooping gummy bears and rainbows. That's my dog. When I say how awesome my husband is, no, it literally is like fairy tale, a Hallmark card. Like, that's my life. And so I'm happy. So we're eating chicken fried steak and tea and potatoes and everything, carbon, starch, and mac and cheese that you possibly could. So I put on 30 pounds and I was desperate. So my husband started traveling a lot, and I'm a very outgoing person. Obviously, you can probably tell that, but I found myself not being outgoing, and that is like red flag number one. When Jill wants to stay home and not leave people, or I literally don't want to put on pants with a button, and I still don't like to wear pants with a button, but when I still don't even want to go out of the town and have to dress up, that was like red flag. Something was not wrong with me. And he was gone for 6 months. So it's kind of like people talk about 6 months deployment. We call it a rig shift, or we call it a rig up. And so he was gone for a 6 months rig up. And it was a long time, y'all. And so I gained a little bit more weight. And he came home and I'm like, that's it. I'm getting on a diet. I'm doing all the things. And failed miserably in a lot of things. I tried other products, guys. I've put in shakes and things and containers and things, and I've counted points. I've done all the things. I literally have like eaten cottage cheese for 5 days. Like I've done it. So when Plexus came into my life, I was desperate and I needed this to work for me. So I feel that I had belief before the products ever even arrived to my door. Ever. I was like, this is it. If this doesn't work, I'm just meant to eat pizza and be fatter the rest of my life. Like, I don't know what to do anymore because I'm eating salad and I am running and I'm still the same. And I just like, the person that was signed my sister up was like, oh, it's about gut health and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, then there gotta be something here. If this doesn't work, then I'm over it. Like, I'm just meant to be this. That's it. And fine, my husband's like, yeah, right, we'll be on the next thing in a month, like whatever. And so Plexus came. Within 1 week, I fell in love with the product. 1 week. I didn't know, I couldn't necessarily pinpoint what it was. I really couldn't. If you'd asked me, what do you really like about it? I was just like, I don't know. I feel good. I don't know. Like, I'm excited. And maybe it was like placebo or something. I don't know. I was just really excited and people were skeptical about it, but I knew it was more. And within like a month, my pounds started dropping, my inches falling off, things started happening when I wasn't craving tea. And if you've ever seen like Duck Dynasty, I was literally Uncle Si. Like, I carried around a tea glass with me, not a water cup, a tea glass. Like that, it was like a phobia to not have tea with me. And yeah, so that's where my low spots were in my life. And Sweet and Low became almost like an addiction to where I feel like I could have snorted it. Like, that's how addicted I was. I even knew what restaurants did not serve Sweet and Low, and I had Sweet and Low in my purse, in my console, in my desk, in my husband's truck, because McDonald's doesn't do, Sweet and Low. They do that Splenda stuff, and that's not what I wanted. That's how bad it was. Like, yeah, addicted to aspartame. So guys, within 6 months, I had lost 30 pounds. My face was starting to clear up tremendously. And I have some serious before pictures. If you've ever saw them of my face, like adult pizza face. And if you are a 3rd grade teacher, let me just tell you, kids say the darndest things, right? So my kids would say, Ms. Renfro, your face is bleeding again. And I'm like, and you can shut your face. Like, that literally was an everyday conversation in my classroom. Ms. Renfro, do you know you have like this crusty thing right here? I'm like, yeah, it's called a zit. Wait till you start your period. Cool. Like that's literally like how I would talk to those kids, because I'm like, I'm over it. I'm done. And I was on 4 prescription medications at the time for cystic acne. I had done things called like Accutane and Solodine and Tazarac and Taxone. Like, I could name them off. I've done them. My pillowcases were tie-dyed because the bleach was so much on my skin and it had rubbed off on my pillowcases. Before my wedding, I had gotten a red light laser therapy treatment for 8 weeks. That's how desperate I was. And I didn't know Plexus could even gear to something like that. And I'm not curing, preventing, treating any diseases by any means right here. But within 6 months, when my face started clearing up and I did nothing different but take a product that was natural for me, I was like, what is happening? What is going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I was even to the point to where my dermatologist, I saw him once a month. That's a lot. That means you had bad skin, right? Came in and they measured the size of my pores, so that should tell you something. And he's like measuring and looking in this little thing, and he's like, your pores have shrunk. What are you doing? He was like, the size of your zits right now, like your inflammation, your blemishes are a different size than what they were. And I'm like, I know, like, I'm like freaking out over here. And he's like, what are you doing? And so I told him, I said, the only thing different I'm doing is I've lost 30 pounds and I'm craving a little bit better foods and this and that, but like nothing different in my face. And he looked at the probiotic and looked at Plexus and he said, well, honey, that's it. And he said, that probiotic right there is amazing. Absolutely amazing. He said, I'm going to recommend you to take full dose. Take 4. Up it. And when the second that I did that, my face was like, whoo. And so I'm telling you, if you got some skin issues, up it. And I'm off of 4 prescription medications today. Yes, I occasionally get a zit. Yeah, it happens. Like, it so does. But my face is not pepperoni pizza, war wound, like literally the craters have attacked me face. Like, I have no makeup on right now, and I feel that I'm doing okay. Like, I feel that I'm not like talking to y'all like this the way I used to be. So that built mega belief for me to know that our products were not just weight loss. It was a health. It was a whole different journey than what I was thinking and going for. So I know. So you backstory on me of this was all going. So how could I not at this point in time in this journey of mine pursue this business? Like, how could I not? I felt absolutely convicted, obligated that like, you got Tylenol in your purse, friend. Your friends have a headache. Go share. Like, what you doing? And so I screamed it from the rooftops of what Plexus was doing for me, how I was feeling. My family was getting on it. My friends were getting on it. And I haven't shut up since. You can backtrack my Facebook for 2.5 years. And I guarantee you every single day for 2.5 years, there's going to be a Plexus post on there. And that is kind of what I want to lead with you tonight. I know that there are a lot of newbies on this team. I know that y'all are in the realm of like silvery gold and you're like, oh my God, if I could just get to emerald, my whole life would change. Well, that's not necessarily the case. Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now first, disclaimer 1, you are where you're supposed to be. Absolutely. And you may say, well, no, I'm not. I'm in debt. No, I'm not. I'm 30 pounds heavier. No, I'm not. I'm in school. We're strapped paycheck to paycheck. What do you mean, Jill, I'm where I'm supposed to be? Well, I'll tell you this. I am a praying Christian woman, and I am somebody, what's fun is I pray before every call that I get on. I prayed before this one, and I ask God always to give me the words that I need to be a light to a specific team. So if you ever see any other of my training videos, I don't train teams the same. I don't say the same thing to every team. I don't feel that every team needs it. But funny, my devotional this morning and when I prayed today lined up like perfectly. God was like, you already know the word. I gave it to you this morning, so run with it. So this morning, he talked to me about where I have you is where you're supposed to be. So if you feel you're in trials and tribulations and you feel that you are in the valleys, that's where growth happens. Growth cannot happen on a mountaintop. So your mountaintop probably is like emerald, sapphire, senior ruby, diamond, free car, out of debt. That's your mountaintop. That's probably where you're thinking things are going to just, whoop, victories are happening, your whole world will change. And I'll tell you, there's going to be troubles and tribulations coming there, so get ready. So lots of things. But where you're at, the valley, friends, oh God, like, oh my God, this is the time where you put on the armor of faith. This is the time where you put on the shield and you say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And you tell him every single day when you're thinking, I'm just silver. Somebody told me no. So I'm so close to gold. I've been at 50 points, ping-ponging back and forth for 4 months. No, blah, 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 blah. I've heard it all. I'm going to tell you right now, honey, hush and shut up, because that's doing nothing for you. Well, if you watch a live video I did today, if not, go creep me, go stalk me, go follow me. A live video I said today was talking about life and about death in your tongue. Do you understand how powerful your tongue is? So when you tell yourself, when you are posting and you are doing those things, nobody wants to see my post. Nobody's liking my post. No. Well, if you say that, you're right. Nobody wants to. But if you make that post and say, you know what? Somebody needs that post today. I don't know who, dang it, but somebody's going to see that post who needs it. And I did it. And pat myself on the back. This is where the growth happens. When you feel stagnant or stuck, and I don't let my team say the word stuck. The second I get a message in my inbox that says, Jill, I'm stuck, I'm like, whoop, done. Listen, Linda, stop it. Because the only time that you are stuck is when you are not willing to grow. So I asked my team that, are you willing to grow? And they're like, well, yeah. Okay, then you're not stuck. Hush, let's change your vocabulary, because you're speaking life or you're speaking death. And if you're telling me I'm stuck, that's the same thing of you saying as I'm fat. We're always, you know what? Okay, well then that's what you want to believe. You are not stuck. You are growing. So are you willing to keep growing? Okay, your question, you're probably saying, yeah, Jill, like, yeah. That's where you take these little handy dandy fingers, and what we love to do is go, they're my problem, that's my problem, and you take both of them and go, what do I need to do? What's my problem? Okay, where am I going wrong? What's my growth? How can I step out of my comfort zone? So if you're in a comfort zone right now and you aren't posting every single day, and I couldn't do what I've challenged you to do to me. Go back and backtrack me 2.5 years. I swear to you, honey, you won't find something not Plexus C. Even if it's making an inference about Plexus, oh, I'm relating it. Could I do the same to you and your page? If you've been a Plexus ambassador and you're saying, Jill, I've worked this business for 6 months. Could I go to your page and can I creep every day for 6 months and know that your business doors were open? That'd be my number one question. I tell my team the same. Absolutely. Well, Jill, I've been so stuck. I'm so stuck. Oh my God. I had a coaching call with a girl today. I'm so stuck. I don't know what to do. I said, well, I'm going to your page right now. She was like, like I already know, what's going to happen here. I said, well, I'm just kind of looking and honey, your business doors are closed. And I had that conversation with my team. You know how businesses have that little neon sign, open, open, open. Well, guess what? We don't have a neon sign that says open, but what we do have is posting. So a non-negotiable, I'm going to talk to you about non-negotiables tonight. So if you're taking notes, I want you to write non-negotiable at the top. And I love this term because as an elementary school teacher, I get a little teachery every now and then. So there's my other disclaimer. I relate a lot to kids and a lot to classroom because those are my people. That's my comfort zone. I know them. I know how to work with them. And when you join Plexus, you're a kindergarten baby who doesn't know how to read. And you are starting from ground zero. And when your team joins you, and when your ambassadors have been around, you can't assume they know nothing. I had to start on August the 25th, like those third graders didn't learn a dang thing in second grade. That's what I had to do. Because trust me, they already forgot how to add, subtract, multiply, and read like they did. So you've got to figure out right then when your new ambassador is, or your 6-month ambassador or 2-month ambassador, we have to assume they don't know anything. Because here's the deal. We're going, they know that. They know that. I'm posting about that. I'm talking about that in my team. Well, let me tell you how many people go, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Yeah, they do. A lot of people are a lot more in that world than I ever could be. Sorry about the dog. Non-negotiables tonight. Absolutely posting. That's number one. I want you to write that down. If I cannot go back and look at your Facebook, that's a challenge you should do. And you should be able to say like, ooh, last month I was a little lazy. Well, I had a baby. And, Jill doesn't know about that. She's never had a baby. Honey, hush, we all got problems. We all got stories. We all got issues. I have friends who have 7 kids and are diamonds in this company. I have friends with 11. I have friends that literally are pregnant with twins and they just fast started gold. Okay, like, hush, we can. So if you're using your why as your excuse, that's number one where you're going wrong. If you're saying, well, I want to be home with my kids. I want to get out of debt. I need more time. But then your comeback is, well, my kids take up time. My job takes up time. Well, this is time. Well, you're using your why for your excuse. So all of this is screwed up at this point, and it's time to get some reflection and those fingers coming back at you. And you need to make some notes about you and notice where can you fix to not be proud of ourselves and toot our own horn. Why? That's boastful and bragging. Oh, Lord, don't do that. No. That ain't it at all. You are allowed to be proud of yourself. You are allowed to do those things. There's a big difference of somebody who's a bragger and somebody who's tooting their own horn. There is a difference between somebody who is just throwing money out and wiping their butt with 20s or somebody who's blessing people and who's literally using their money for the good of God. There's a difference in this. So don't get my words twisted here on me. So non-negotiables of posting. This is where people fear and think and go, oh my God, they're saying this about me, daggers. I had no comments, no likes. I didn't either when I started. And you might be thinking, if you do know me, you're like, yeah, Jill, you have like 200 likes on your post now, or 300 or 1,000 or whatever. Okay. You didn't know me at silver. You didn't know me at gold. You didn't know me at senior gold. You didn't know me at ruby. You didn't know me at senior ruby. Probably not. No. All of a sudden when you get Alexis, people are like, I want to follow you. Oh my God, I want to be. That's just the way that it happens. But here's the deal. You're worthy now. You are. You're so worthy now. The amount of likes and comments on your post mean nothing at all. If I could beat that over somebody's head, I would. That does not show what you're worth. You are worth so much more, so claim what you're worth, and your words are powerful. So if you're posting about your plexus and your little neon light sign is on and your business is open, people know where to find you, correct? Yes. Now, and of course, there's tons of other stuff behind the scenes that you need to do to make sure your business is booming and business is going. But nobody's going to even know if you have a business if your business doors are not open. And in Plexus, your business doors need to be open Monday through Monday, okay, 24 hours a day. And you're like, Jill, I can't work 24 hours a week. I don't either. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying you need to post every single day. And I don't care if your post is at 6 a.m. or at 6 p.m. or at noon or at 11 or this or that. It's not mattering about time frame here, okay? Yes, there are high traffic times on social media. I would advise you to post. Just a disclaimer, I'd advise you to post between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. People are before work. I'd advise you to post between noon and 1 or 11:30 and 1, lunchtime. And I would advise you to post after 7 p.m. And prime time big posting. If you got a big story to tell, big story, like boom, you got pictures, you're skinny now, like something happened, like you did it. You got a story to tell. You're trying to grab attention, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. That's the time, friend. Don't post that at 11:30 in the morning, because let me tell you this, everybody's at work and they're not going to catch it. Not because they're not wanting to know, their Facebook algorithm is not picking it up. So when they get on tonight after the kids are in bed and bath, they done missed that mega story that you lost 24 pounds that you needed them to see because you needed them to believe in your product. So if you got a big story, 8:30, big traffic time. That's another one. Okay, objections of how to handle your posting, because this is something I know a lot of newbies through Golds get of, oh my God, they've attacked me. They told me this is this dumb. Are you one of those people again? You're one of those objectors? Whoa. I tell people right then and there, do not argue with anybody on social media where the public can see. This is not Walmart, sister. Walk away. Do not do that. You can click on there and press delete. And that's it. Oh my God, it's done. Delete. Walk away. And if you feel so convicted to reach out to this person and say something because you kind of got a little hothead, here you go. You message them and say, hey, Susie, I just want to let you know I'm building a business on social media, and I'm so excited for what these products have done for me, and I would love to talk to you about Plexus, but could you please steer away from negative posting on my posts because I am building a business and I am very excited about it. I hope you have a blessed day. Kill that witch with kindness and keep on. Okay, there you go. Done. Conversation over. And I guarantee you Susie Q is going to be like, not even respond to you because you smiled, you gave a winky face, and you said God bless, and done. Okay, so she'll know how to react to that. Objections. When somebody is in an objection with you in a message, so let's say you're private messaging each other, and they're like, what's Plexus? You're telling them about Plexus, and they're like, well, I don't know. Is that illegal? Is that a pyramid scheme? Well, what's that? Are you just da-da-da-da-da? Here's what you need to do right then and there. Your upline should already be in the message with you. Like, Sarah, bombard her right now. Boom, boom. Everybody do it. Because that is what an upline is for. She knows more about the product. She knows more about the company. She knows more about it. And I promise you, three-way messages build massive belief. I probably have 50 of them right now that I'll get back to later somewhat, okay? We floor them on my team. And we stay on my team because they know I don't work on your time frame. I work on my time frame. I left a teaching job to not do that. So you know what? You might have to wait for me. I'm not going to make you wait 24 hours, but you might have to wait. So simple. I'm just seeing somebody's name on here, Jessica. Jessica could put Sarah in a message and say, hey, Susie, I'm so excited you want to know more about Plexus. My friend Sarah's been on the products for a year and a half. She's lost 15 pounds. Oh my God, she loves them. She's doing great in the company. And I'm still brand new and learning. She is the product guru. So I know she's a busy lady and busy mom on the go. So it might take her a few minutes to get back to us, but she will get back to us, okay? What's wrong with that? Okay, so nothing. Because people are like, I have to respond right now. And then my team's like, help! And I tell them, if you send me help in capital letters, your back office better be on fire. Better be literally on fire. Like legit. Like everybody in your team has like literally walked out the door. That's the only time I want to see help in capital letters. I'm not a brain surgeon and nobody has a brain bleed. So I want you to tell yourself that one too. When you're like, I have to respond right now. And your kid's like, mommy, don't respond. Don't respond. Put the phone down. Okay. Nobody has brain bleed and you're not a brain surgeon. No. And then an hour passes when you've done mommy time. Pick up that phone, do a voice text, because I'm going to tell you, oh, Lord, voice texts are it, girl. And you say, hey, girl, I'm so sorry just getting back to you. I was doing mommy time. You know how that goes, right? I'm so excited to help you. And that girl's going to go, oh, girl, me too. I know exactly about that. You ain't got to apologize. Girl, I stepped in pancake batter on the floor. I don't even know. So, like, you know, they'll tell you so-and-so pooped in the bathtub. Like, you'll start bonding. But the second somebody's like, hey, what's Plexus? And you're like, Sin, you tell them, you just told them you have no life. You just told them you live on your phone. You're that big of somebody just waiting on a sale. You're just waiting. You look desperate, honey. Okay, let me tell you this one. I'm going to tell you a little side note. I got off my little script here, but this means God's just going. Okay. Side note, I can't tell you how many times. Here's the deal. Somebody's like, oh my God, Jill, I need to go about plexus. Da, 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 da. I can be sitting on my couch watching Grey's Anatomy with no bra on. Legit, I ain't got no plans. Nothing's going on over here. And I make them wait a little bit. And I'll message them back. Oh my God, so sorry, girl. I just got off of a conference call and I'm about to walk in another one. I'm so excited to get back with you in just a little bit, okay? Oh my God, I can't wait to tell you. They're like, she's busy. You know what? People are lined up to talk to her about these products. They may be, or I may be sitting on my couch watching Grey's Anatomy. That's okay. They don't know. But I want people to know I am busy. And I'm not sitting there going, okay. I don't want to screw this up. I got to respond right now. Let me tell you this. If somebody needs you instantly, they're not meant for your team. And they will never flourish and be a leader because they cannot do anything on their own. And I'm saving you a headache by getting that girl on your team. Okay. So now, disclaimer, don't say, well, Sarah, Jill told me not to respond. It's been 4 days. Oh, no. I never said that. Okay, don't take those words from me. I did not say that. I'll come back and find you on that one. Okay, number 2. Okay, elephant in the room. So if you're writing notes, right, elephant in the room. This is a big one. Do you know that there's only an elephant in the room when you make an elephant in a room? So a non-negotiable for you, take the elephant out of the room. Do you know that when you use words like or like or maybe or I hope or I think, you sound weak? You do. So we're going to do a vocabulary, plastic, transplant, whatever. And I want you to start using words like only. It's only $34.95. Okay. Whoa, bold word. It's only $109.95. Ha, only. Yeah. People are like, only. Only, that's pretty good. Only is a big one. Don't ever say I hope. Say I know. I hope these products will work for you. I know these products will work for you. I can't tell you enough when you use just certain words and flip them, how big they are. Because when you say something like, I'm so excited for your products to come in. I hope you have great results. You just put a big elephant in the room. And she's like, I don't believe in myself, and you really didn't believe in her. But if you say, I'm so excited your products came in, I know these products are going to work for you, girl. I know it. I have full faith that they are. I can't wait to be sharing your journey with hundreds and thousands of people. She's like, my journey? You believe in me that much? I do. Change your words. Take the elephant out of the room. Use things that are empowering. Don't use words like maybe. Ooh, don't use maybe. No, nothing's maybe around here. And if you don't know the answer, you say, you know what, Jessica? I'm going to throw my friend Sarah. You don't have to say upline because upline sounds salesy. I'm going to throw my friend Sarah in this message. You know what? Girl, she's a product guru. She got people left and right losing weight, okay? And I want to make sure that she is going to be in here to help you on your journey. And girlfriend, 2 friends and 2 brains are better than 1. So let me just start a new message real quick. Hey, Sarah, I went ahead and added you into my friend Stacy. Stacy's so excited. Her products just came in, and she's wanting to lose about 50 pounds. She told me she has tummy problems, and she really doesn't drink a lot of water. You know, could you help us out and give us your insight? Because, girlfriend, we know you've had great results, and people are just dropping pounds left and right with you. Doesn't that sound a lot better than like, I hope these have results? And Sarah's going to come in and whoop, whoop, whoop. She's like, hey, girl, we're so excited. Okay, let's talk about some water intake, girl, because we want to flush that gut. All right, she's going to take it over from there. There you go. Third-party validation is non-negotiable on my team. The second that somebody tells me, Jill, nobody's joining me, nobody's signing me, I said, this is what I tell them. I want you to send me screenshots of your conversations with people. I need screenshots because if not, I don't know anything. Send me screenshots. And I tell them flat out, if there's something in your business that was holding you back, would you want me to know? Or would you want me to tell you? And 9 times out of 10, I get, absolutely. So I ask, so I have permission to tell you? So I have permission. Because I don't want to give an opinion ever. Because my opinion is different than her opinion. So I say things like, if I find, something in your business that could be holding you back, is it okay that I inform you and let you know? And I mean, I've honestly have never had anybody say no. They're like, please, yes. I'm like, okay. So I have permission to share with you. Absolutely. Okay, girl. The next message you get somebody in, I want you to put me in a 3-way. And all I want you to say is this. Hey, so-and-so, I've put Jill, my friend, in this message. She's on the products X, Y, and Z, has had X, Y, and Z. She's a busy girl on the go. I know she'll get to these messages. And I want you to shut up. Okay. I do. Stop. And I want you to let me talk. Okay. Because I come in and I do voice text. You'll never see me type unless I am like in a library or on an airplane or something. I don't know, but I'm a voice texter. I'm going down the Target aisle and I'm just voice texting away. I'm in the nail shop. I'm voice texting away. And I voice text, hey, girly girl. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to help you out. Jessica was telling me you had tons of questions about plexus, and girl, you've got big goals. I am so excited. Let me tell you first off, girl, I had big goals because I done tried it all. Everything was against me, every obstacle, and girl, in 2.5 years, I feel great. I poop great. I sleep great. I've lost 30 pounds and my skin has never been clearer. I am loving everything about plexus, and I cannot wait for you to start your journey. So tell me, girlfriend, tell me, Jessica, what are you looking to get out of plexus? What are your health goals? Do you have anything that's kind of holding you back that's been a struggle? Because for me, girl, I was tired and I had headaches. For me, girl, I was addicted to tea, addicted to cereal at night. For me, girl, I struggled. So these are just some things that held me back to be the best me that I could be. Do you have anything that you feel is holding you back? And 9 times out of 10, the people go, yeah, I can't sleep. I can't drink. I can't poop. Oh my God. And they're like, my ambassadors messaging me on the side. Jill, they've never told me any of those issues. I'm like, because you haven't asked. You never asked. You completely went, plexus, weight loss, sale. Ask. So a non-negotiable is for you to take the elephant out of the room, start a relationship, and start talking to them like they were a girl at the bar. You know how you're like, hey girl, oh my God, yeah, totally, yeah. That's what you want to do. Talk to people through Messenger like you're at a bar. Now, disclaimer too, not all of you have my personality. We're like, hey girl, hey sister. Some of you are like, Jill, I could never say those words. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to be you, but I want you to talk like you're talking to a friend. How would you talk to a friend? How would you talk? Because if I came in and said, hey, I hope you're good. Like my ambassadors would be like, is Jill sick? What's wrong? Like that's the way that they would be because they know my style. But I want you to be you. People see right past you when you're fake. Completely right past you when you're fake. So be you. So far, if you're taking notes, you had posting was a non-negotiable. You had taking the elephant out of the room was a non-negotiable. And on that little elephant, if you want to put another little bullet point on that little one, feet need to be firmly planted. So the elephant in the room is when you're wobbling. You're like, I got 1 foot over here and I got 1 foot over here and my one toe's wet and this is happening. But put your feet in the ground, honey sister, and plant them, like claw them. Get them in there so firm that when somebody takes daggers and uses you as a target, you're just like, hey, what's up? You're not sitting there like, oh God, I'm dodging everything because people think I'm crazy and I don't want to know. And then I'm posting and then they're telling me I'm not good enough and blah, blah, blah. No, you know what you know what you know. And I say that 900 times a day. Like that's one of my sayings. I say, suck my toe a lot. And I say, I know what I know what I know. And I say, honey, sister, girl. And I say, listen, Linda. Those are like my words. I don't know why I say them. I'm just saying. So I know what I know what I know. I know that when you believe in a product and you believe in your story and you believe in yourself, everybody else looks like a dumb beep. Okay, that's what they look at. That's what they look like. They do. Because you are so firmly planted, they ain't knocking you down. They're almost intimidated by you because you're striving to be more. And let me tell you this, hurt people. I talked about that today. So when somebody else is hurt, your best friend over here, her husband is an a-hole. He's rude. They're tight on their finances. Her kids are crazy. The teachers are calling them left and right. Her job sucks. She's hurt. Now, be there for your friend, but she's hurt. And her is going to make her feel better when she hurts you because she wants you to hurt because she's hurting. Okay, I've learned this the hard way. I had 2 very, very, very best friends that I would call in my inner circle. Like they were in my wedding. I was in theirs, very much so. And I got to the point about senior Ruby in this business. And both of them completely just did me wrong, so wrong, and told me they didn't want me to be part of their life and told me they couldn't even understand what I was doing. And I was money hungry and it just made them sick to even watch me. But here's the deal. I know what I know what I know. And I know what's in my heart. And I know what my God says. And I know what I say to my God every day. And I know that he's going to put people in my path and iron sharpens iron. And when iron does not sharpen iron, I have to bless and release those people and say, I have to love you from afar and I wish you the best of luck. But this is me. This is my life. This is my conviction. This is my bills. This is my marriage. These are my words. And this is what I'm doing. And those 2 girls, I have not seen them since. And if I saw them at Walmart, I'd wave and give them a hug. But I do not invite them in my personal life ever again, because I only want to surround myself with people who are going to uplift me. You're throwing daggers at me? Bye. I have armor on that's the shield of faith, and my feet are so firmly planted because what you say about me, no. I believe so much in my business and in my product and my company and what my God has called me to do, and I feel led and called to do this because he uses a ministry through me, through Plexus as an avenue that you can't even understand that. Those girls can't understand that. So those people, I'm speaking to somebody tonight because God told me to say this. Somebody on this call is having really bad objections from a very close person in their family. I just feel it like really bad right now, like Holy Spirit coming in and saying this. Somebody on this call has got this. And if that's you, I'll lift you up in prayer right now, and I'm going to tell you right now that you are worthy and that you are in a company and you're on a call right now. I don't even know you, and I'm going to pray for you, and that you are in a company and on a team and on a call that is going to change your life. And I promise you, here I am almost 3 years in, and people who I considered my forever friends that I had stand by me the day that I said yes to my husband, that I thought would be there forever in the room when I had children. They don't stand a chance to the tribe of people I have legit going to battle for me every single day against the devil because they believe in what I do and where I am. So anybody out there who doesn't believe in them, you tell them to suck your toe and hit the highway, Linda, because you ain't got time for them. But you can say that nicely. Oh, you can say that nicely, and you can send them from afar and keep on trucking. Okay, back to it. 3. Here we go. Last one. All right. Show up. So if you're writing notes, I want you to write show up on there. Let me get a little water real quick. Told you I talk a lot, right? Show up. What I mean when I say show up is everything, like legit, everything. You have a team call, so you're already here. I want you to just, woo, round of applause. Yay, pat yourself on the back. Teacher on me, right? Okay, you're here. You find every reason. I think y'all's calls are every Tuesday night. You have them Tuesday. So your schedule on Tuesday should legit on your calendar have an X out spot from whatever 8 to 8:30 and write team call. You don't make plans Tuesday night, baby girl. Nope, sorry. This is your job. You want this to be your job? I don't know. You need to describe that to you. You think, Jill, I want to go to the top. I want Ruby, Senior Ruby. I want debt free. I want my husband to come home. I want the Lexus. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to be on the stage like that. I want a top 10 team in Plexus. You get on them calls. Because let me tell you, you're going to be around girls where iron sharpens iron. Or people, men, there's men too. Iron sharpens iron. And out there, iron ain't sharpening iron. And you're going to go do something around people who are not uplifting you. Now, I'm not telling you to cut everybody out of your circle. That's what I'm saying. But you should be able to devote an hour on a Tuesday night to this team. Because you're going to have a team one day. And your team needs to know the importance of a team culture and a community and the meaning of one Plexus. And if they are on a call like this and they don't see their upline and they're scrolling through and looking at all the little faces, and like, well, my upline's not on here. It's not important to her. It's not going to be. Here's the deal. Show up to your team page. Now, I'm not saying you go start your own team page right now. No, because that's where a lot of people make mistakes and then they get, oh my God, nobody wants to talk and I'm alone and I'm failing. That's not it. You hug on to Sarah's team page tight and you love it. She's your mommy. Hold on. You're going to know when there's a time for you to head on and do your own thing. There's a time. You're going to feel it. A lot of girls feel it around Senior Gold Ruby. They feel this time where they're like, okay, like I legit have a team of like 50 and I've got like girls that are working and I feel like I need to do. And that's where you still stay plugged in at that point in time to Sarah's team, but you kind of just go love and be mommy hen over here. But you might be like, Jill, I got a team of 20 right now. I need a team page. No, start a team thread. That's what I recommend my team to do. A little chat on Facebook. And I'm telling everybody, because your wholesale ambassadors, they don't want to know they don't want to know. Okay. You ask people what they want. Are they interested in this business? If they're interested in this business, you put them in like a team sideline sisters. I call it that. Ours is called sideline sisters, a sideline sisters thread. And that's all of my personally sponsored level ones and adopted level ones and my husband's level ones. They're in there. They're the ones working the business. But if there's somebody who legit is a wholesale ambassador and they've just bought the product for 6 months and they've never wanted to make a post or be on, no, I'm not going to put them in there because I don't want to push them away. I treat those people like a customer and I follow up with them like a customer, and that's what you should be doing. But people are interested in the business. You want to form your own little team, something or another. Who says you can't call it hashtag Team Jessica's Sideline Sister Thread? Go be yours. Go do that. Have little fun things in there. But you lock arms to your leaders team page because that unit and that community is huge. That's what's going to build belief. And if you are somebody who calls yourself right now a worker, a runner, a go-getter, a leader, somebody who's striving to be those things, anybody on the team page, anybody, when they see a welcome Stacy to the team, everybody on this face, and I'm counting 35 right now, well 34, take me off. 34 people should immediately go over there, press like, press welcome Stacy. We are so glad to have you on the team, girl. You're in the right place. Smiling. Buddy. So that Stacy girl should go, this is a legit deal. Oh my God, there's people here cheering me on. Woohoo, welcome Stacy. Can't wait to see your success story. Cute kids in that picture. Okay, everybody comes together as a team. I will tell you, on my team page, that is the only thing that I literally almost respond immediately to. When it says so-and-so tagged you in a post on my team page is called B Plexus. So-and-so tagged you in a post on B Plexus, because my team says, hey, so-and-so, welcome to the team. This page is ran by Jill Renfro, so I get a tag. They know to tag me. And da-da-da-da-da. So when I see that, I do click it. Now, if it's a question about something else, I'll get to that later. But if it's one of, I am right there. Welcome to the team, girl. I am so glad to have you. Can't wait to have your success. I don't care if she's my level 10. I don't care. So you don't care if it's your sideline or your level 10. Don't care. You have a unit, you have a community, because I promise you the day you welcome somebody, you're going to want 34 people on that post welcoming your excited, nervous, skeptical friend. You're going to want them on there. So show up to your team page. Show up to your team calls. Right now in Plexus, y'all, we have the opportunity of a lifetime meeting going on, which they have sent the emails for all the locations they're doing. They did Nashville last night. Like, wherever you are, you go. And you might be like, Jill, the closest one is 3 hours. Drive 3 hours. Okay, that's what you do. I don't care. You tell your boss, I gotta go. I got an appointment. You don't have to tell them you're going to a Plexus gig. No, they don't need to know. I have an appointment. I need to check out today at about 4:30. Pre-plan that. Put that in there. Carpool with girls. I cannot tell you the stress of that. Guys, excuses don't matter. I would teach all day long, 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock, after school tutorials, and the closest meetings ever to me were an hour and a half away in Houston, Texas. And I would get in a car, two of my teacher friends, so there'd be 3 of us in a car, and we would go. We would change clothes in the car. We would literally pack a second lunch for the day because we didn't have time to stop. So we had like another turkey sandwich in the car, and we would zoom down to Houston, be so excited to be around Plexus people, take pictures, selfies, woo, 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 be starstruck, meet people, Emerald, Sapphire, Diamonds, be so excited, get back in there, not get home till like 10:30, 11:30 midnight, take my shower, let my dog go pee, rub on my husband for a minute over here. Alarm clock went off at 4:30 again in the morning. I did it all over again. But I was hungry, and I had a why that literally drove me to cry. I wanted my husband to come home. So ask yourself this: is it more important for you to sit on the couch and watch The Bachelor live? And you might say yes, because let me tell you, I'm a Bachelor freak. Like, literally, I love The Bachelor. It's like my favorite thing in the entire world. I'm like literally living through it, even though I have a good marriage. I don't know why. It's a problem. So, but I have not watched a live Bachelor in 3 years. No, it takes me a week to finish the 2-hour, show. I have to, like 10 minutes here, 5 minutes here, because here's the deal. Jill, do you want to watch The Bachelor live? Or are you going to bring home your husband? Whoa, slap in the face. Okay, so look at that. You going to go work your business tonight after this call? Because maybe your kids hopefully are already in bed. And if they're not, the teacher talking here, go get your kids in bed because they need a good night's sleep. They should be in bed. So are you going to go work your business for an extra 30 minutes tonight? Or, to make sure that you can be that stay-at-home mom next year? Or are you going to go watch Netflix? I hope your answer right there is like, oh my God, why would I not? So look at your priorities on that. Show up to things. So you might think, I can't go to that opportunity meeting. That's on a Tuesday night. I got to get up and go to work. My husband's going to have to get the kids. Well, last time I checked, they're half his too. Okay. So I don't know. Again, not a mom, no judging here. Woo-hoo. But yeah, we've already had that conversation. They're half mine, half yours. I shouldn't have to ask you to babysit them. That's what we're not there. No. So, okie dokie. You shouldn't have to have, then find a babysitter. Then call somebody, take them with you. Your baby can go. And you might be, Jill, they got to go to bed. I know. I understand, but babies can sleep in the little sling thingy if they're that little. Maybe you can hire somebody for a few hours to go sit with the 2-year-old and while he's sleeping. I don't know, but make plans now and pre-plan them. Because when it advance when that tour is coming close to a town to you. It's not like, oh, they'll be there tomorrow. 4 weeks in advance when they're going to be there. Make the time. And another thing I'm going to tell you, if you have not signed up for convention and you are somebody who is saying, I want this, legit, I want this, Jill. Like, I see myself in Alexis. I see myself at the Diamond Dock. I see myself coming home. There is not one excuse for you to not go to convention. And you might say, yeah, there is, Jill. I don't have money. No, you don't. You have time. When my first convention that I went to, I don't know if you knew, back in the beginning of 2015, the oil field took a big crash. Big crash. My husband went from making Sapphire money to basically silver money. Yeah, that's where we were at. So paychecks were not coming in my house at all. The fun stopped. The nails stopped. The hair stopped. The going out to eat stopped. And there's nothing we could do about it at all. But he knew how important this was to me. Why did he know? Not just because he's a good man. No, he was skeptical. He was nice, but he was skeptical. But my belief was big enough for both of us. So if you have a skeptical man who said, we ain't got no money, I don't know you in your marriage, find a way. For me, I would have had a garage sale. I'd have pawned something. I would have taken my clothes to Plato's Closet or whatever you got over there that you need to do. That's what I would do. I would, do something that you need to do. And my husband saw how important this was to me. And he told me, and my husband is a very big musician. He plays fiddle, drums, guitar, harmonica. He sings all the above. And he told me, I'll pawn my guitars if I have to. I see how much this means to you. That's where we were at. And we decided that I would charge it on a credit card. So not good, because that's called debt. But you know what? I knew that my Plexus paycheck would pay that off. And today we are credit card debt free. So there you go. I had big enough for belief for both of us, but I charged that trip. I shared a room with 4 other girls. So if you think there's not an option, no, there's an option. We didn't stay. It was in Phoenix, Arizona at the time. We didn't stay at the hotel, like where it was and happening. No, we stayed a few blocks away where it was cheaper. And let me tell you, Vegas has cheap hotels. Circus is like $39.99 a night, guys. Like, seriously, Flamingo, $50 a night. Paris, I mean, you don't have to stay at MGM. No. Go down to Circus, split a room, get 2 queen beds, put 4 girls in it, put 1 on the pull-out couch. There's 5 girls. You're each probably going to pay total for 3 nights in a hotel room, like total $80. Not $80 a night, like total $80. You can do it. That first year, me and my friends, we packed snacks. We looked like a bunch of broke girls, and we were broke girls. And legit, our carry-on, we had oatmeal, because we found out that we called and said our room had a microwave. Ooh, we were excited. We had instant oatmeal. We Amazon Primed now, because that's a real thing. You can do that. Amazon Prime Now shows up at your door at hotels, and Vegas has one. We Amazon Primed now, bottled water, bananas, and apples. We packed granola bars in our purses. We had P96 shakes. Hello. Like, we packed all of our snacks. We had breakfast in the room. We had bananas and oatmeal in the room every morning for those 3 days. For lunch, we shared Subway sandwiches. They're $5 footlongs. You can do that. $2.50 each. We shared pizzas. We shared things. And then for dinner, we would get like one of those sampler appetizer plates, potato skins, wedges, and we shared. Hello. We made it work. So if you're telling me right now, Jill, I got a kid, bring your kid. I will tell you, I'm a Sapphire ambassador. I have been honored to be down on the floor with Jules and the VIP seating and this and that. Guys, every year when Jules have to walk by the stroller parking, there's stroller parking, legit. Moms are in there parking their stroller and bundling it up. Babies are slung around and carried and done, and bring your kid if that's what you need to do. I'm telling you, and I know your husband might be saying, or your boyfriend, I don't want you to go Vegas alone. I don't need you partying over there. No. Vegas is only Vegas if you make it Vegas. I'm going to tell you, you're going to be so busy for 3 days. Your feet are going to hurt. You're going to be so much screaming of excitement. Your voice is going to be raw. Your head's going to be pounding with information, and your body's going to be so tired. There's not enough plexus in the world to help you because you're just on like overload of so much excitement. All you want to do, and your alarm clock's going off at 6 in the morning because you're trying to look cute because you're going to take pictures and go beat all these people, and you want to like meet a diamond and this and that. Trust me, I know. I've done it, okay? So, no, Vegas is only Vegas if you make it Vegas. You're going to be so busy, you're not going to have time to be caught up in all the other stuff. So if you want to be caught up in all the other stuff, stay an extra day or 2 or go an extra day or 2. But I promise you, your husband You ain't, no. I've heard it from my excuses on my team too. But Jill, I'm a Christian woman. We don't go to Vegas. I said, well, what are you calling me? Like, seriously? No, like, hello? No, I'm not going to dance on the craps tables over here, girl. Like, that's not what we're doing. We are going to learn. It just happens to be Vegas because that's where they can hold 20,000 people. Okay. Yeah. So stop with that's called fear holding you back. Take the fear and go. If you have not registered and you have not found a reason, find a way. Find a way. Put $20 away right now. Do not go out to eat this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and take the $60 you were going to go eat and put it in an envelope. And I guarantee you, by the time that Vegas comes around, you're going to have cash. You're going to do it. Okay. So I know I talked enough tonight, but our non-negotiables are posting, getting the elephant out of the room, and showing up in everything that you do. Done.
That was amazing, Jill. Thank you so much. I have so many notes, and I know I saw people taking so many as well. So I just want to thank you for taking almost an hour of your time with us tonight. Seriously.
Oh gosh, you're so welcome. I'm so honored. Thanks for letting me.
Of course. There are so many people in the chat. I know that you were speaking to so many people, everything that you were saying. So I just wanted to I'm going to stop the recording